Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hi, Ginger. How are you today?
I am doing well.
Good. And we've got Sherry Russell with us today. She's an employee at the Lawrence County Lawrenceburg
Animal Shelter.
And I'm
Yeah.
Beth Keaton with Friends of Lawrence County Animals. And we're glad you're joining us today. We have got a really good show today.
All of our shows are good.
Oh,
But this one is special.
This is a special show. And before we get started, however, we want to thank our sponsors today, and that is Hearing Care Services of Middle Tennessee, Cassie Tuminella, and Jason Fort with Lawrenceburg Eye Care, and the Story family with Story and Lee Furniture. And of course, we couldn't do this without WLX and WDXC Radio. So thank you all so much. And we've also got another special guest with us today, and he is just chilling down on my feet.
He is chilling.
So tell us about Conrad.
Well, Conrad is a male. Obviously, he's neutered. He is. I think I looked earlier. He's 3 years old. He walks really well on a leash. He likes to play. He likes to get loved on. He was a little iffy on the car ride over here. Not like getting sick or anything, but he just didn't want to stay in the back. He wanted to sit up front, and ride shotgun.
He wanted to help drive.
Yeah, it was a little precarious there for a minute, but otherwise we had an uneventful trip here, and he has been at the shelter for at least 2 years. So,
Which is too long.
Which is a year and at least 11 months too long.
Too long, right.
And he's just as cute as he could be. Gets along with other dogs. And Sherry, you walk him a lot. So what do you
I
think?
do. Oh, he is great on a leash. He walks very well. He doesn't pull, and he's very loving. Just a very sweet dog. He's just ready to get out of that shelter.
And he's pretty much, I'd say, 95% housebroken.
Yep, pretty much. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a plus.
Yes, it's a huge plus for us in the cleaning processes.
Of course.
Well, we know he's a larger dog, I guess we could say. He's a little bit tall. And you said, you mentioned his dew claws earlier. I see those now. And that means what, Ginger?
Well, his dew claws, the back dew claws, although he only has one, not two, but the way they're made, I've had several Great Pyrenees, and they look like he might have some Great Pyrenees in him.
But he's not going to grow anymore. He's totally grown.
He's not.
Yeah.
He needs to grow out, but he's not going to grow up.
Yeah. Well, I know he's been in here with us for the last, 10, 15 minutes, and he has acted so well, so mannerly, very calm. I mean, he's just a great dog.
He is.
And he's so pretty.
And I have no idea why he is still at the shelter.
No, I have no idea either. So someone out there, please call about Conrad. Come see Conrad. Come out to the dog park and play with Conrad.
Exactly. Yep. And if you have another dog, bring your dog out to the dog park as well, so he can meet your dog and they can play and see how well they get along.
Yeah, that's great. Well, in addition to Conrad, I know the show today we're going to be highlighting several of the shelter dogs that have been there way too long, as we say. But we're also today kicking off the month of October, which is around the corner. And tell us about the month of October.
Well, the month of October is October. No. I could not resist.
She couldn't resist.
I couldn't.
Absolutely.
I have been.
I could have answered it. I'm letting you do this now, Ginger.
Yes, I know. So the month of October is Adopt a Shelter Dog Month. And so we wanted to kick it off with some information about the other kids at the shelter that have been there as long as Conrad. And you can see there are pictures kind of rotating behind us. We're going to talk about each of those dogs and give you a little bit of information about them. But come out and adopt, And before we get into that, speaking of adoptions, I have some year-to-date numbers and some quarterly numbers that I would like to share. So year-to-date, we have taken in 283 dogs.
Wow.
with 132 of them. Wait, did I say 183? 200, yeah. 283 dogs, with 132 of them being puppies under 6 months old.
Wow.
That's a lot.
Adoptions year to date is 164, with 58 of those being puppies under 6 months. And year to date, we have returned 41 dogs to their original owners.
Which is awesome.
So that's, I'm sure people don't remember, what we said last year at the end of the year, but we had only adopted out and transferred out 109 dogs all year. Mm-hmm. So this is just phenomenal. And so since the 1st of July, we've had 80 adoptions. We've transferred out 24, so that's 104, but we've taken in 126.
Oh, me. Okay.
So we're doing really well, but we're 22 dogs to the good. We need to still have a fewer.
So let's explain a little bit so the viewers will know, if they don't know. What do you mean by transfer out?
So we transfer our dogs to other rescues in other states, actually. So sometimes we might take them to Columbia, which is a city, obviously, in Tennessee, but they're transferring them to rescues up north that are looking for dogs, that they don't have enough dogs. They have more people who want to adopt than they have dogs. And wouldn't that be nice?
It would be really nice. And why are you getting people's dogs and you're having to try to reunite them with people? Are they're just like running away from home, or
they're out? A lot of times people go to work, their dog gets out of their backyard or out of the house, or they've let their dog roam. A lot of it, they get picked up by the police department or the sheriff's department, and then they come to the shelter looking for their dogs, which is great because more and more people are beginning to look on our Facebook page, where we post all the dogs that come in, or pretty much as we can keep up with it. When you have 126 dogs coming in a quarter and you have 104 going out, sometimes there's not a whole lot of time in between. But
it's pretty busy, don't it, Sherry?
Oh, yeah, just a little.
I just don't know what we did before we had as many people working and volunteering out at the shelter. I have no idea.
Well, that's one reason why your numbers have increased. You're able to spend more time with people that come in, and we're spending more time promoting the shelter and also everything that WLX and WDXC does for us as well, because their listenership is so broad. There's, they cover a lot of people, so that really helps.
It also helps us spend more time with the dogs, so that we know if somebody comes in and says, hey, I've got, a 2-year-old lab that's still like a puppy. I need a dog that's going to match that energy, and we can match it. That makes complete sense. We are beginning to be able to spend more time with the animals instead of just cleaning and feeding. I mean, there is a steady stream of employees and the trustees walking dogs, especially in the afternoons. We have several boards now. We have the list of the dogs that are housebroken that we try to get out, when we first get there. But that list is getting longer and longer. The more we can get them out, the more we know that they're housebroken.
Right.
So, if anybody wants to come and walk dogs, please do so. You can call 244-0265.
And socializing the dogs, we know, really does help with the adoption rate.
For sure.
Just look how nice Conrad is acting,
Yeah, he's taking his bandana off. Thank you, Conrad.
Well, he has taken. Well, that's so funny.
He just kind of untied it and everything.
And your numbers are great, Ginger. Congratulations. Those really are great numbers.
Thank you. It's taken a totally group effort to get this all done. Even the trustees that are out there that are cleaning and stuff, if they see if they hear somebody that wants to come in and adopt a dog, they're like, oh, wait, we've got this perfect one. They've done a lot of really good adoptions as well. It's not just the employees.
wonderful.
So kudos to them.
That is wonderful. Yes.
And we have a new program as of pretty much this morning. But we, a couple weeks ago, a couple ladies approached me wanting to, they didn't know each other. They kind of did it separately, but wanted to train our dogs. And so they've come out a couple of times. Already, I want to say today was maybe their third or fourth time. But today they're really concentrating on this list of dogs that we have. I think, what did you say that it was 28 that I had on the list? 27. My list changed depending on how I sort it.
It may be 28 tomorrow.
It could, tomorrow, it could be. So they're picking from those 28 and they're going to start with, I think today we had 3 or 4 people. So they started out with 4 dogs. Train. I guess we had 4 people then. We had 4 people. They took 4 dogs. And so they're going to train with those dogs probably this week and next week. And then we're going to write down in our book here what they can do. Like if they know how to sit or stay, they walk well on a leash, or if they need more help. And then once they get those dogs, trained pretty well, then they'll take another group of dogs. But they'll still go back to the first group and reinforce all the training. And then they're going to show us.
That is wonderful.
They'll show the employees how to do that, and then other volunteers what they're doing. And then we will also have handouts going out in our adoption packets for those dogs that it says, this is what they know, this is how you do it at home.
So they can reinforce it. So that is wonderful.
That was one of the things a year and a half ago when I started that I wanted to start doing, and we're finally
getting there.
Getting there. I've come to realize in life in general that just because I want it to happen doesn't mean it's going to happen right then.
That's right. That's right. And at
Patience.
And at my age, I'm getting worse about that. I'm really wanting it done like right now.
Oh yeah, I want it done now while I'm still alive.
Yes, absolutely. Okay. Well, anything else you'd like to talk about before we get to the slideshow?
We are going to have some adoption events. So look on our Facebook page, Lawrence County Lawrenceburg Animal Shelter, the FOLCA Facebook page. I will have them also put on our website. You go to the county's page, and we're on one of their I can't remember what tab it's under, but anyway, you can find us under animals. It's probably under animal control or animal shelter on that. And so we'll have them listed there. But I think our first one is this Saturday at Tractor Supply from 10 until 1. The rest of them we're kind of flushing out just a little bit. And if you're out there and you have an event coming up, if you own a business or you're a church or a civic group that's doing something, and you need just something cute and cuddly to come along, we can always bring puppies or Conrad. We have a lot of dogs that just want to be cuddled, and they need homes and they need exposure on doing that.
And people can also foster. If you're not sure you're ready to adopt, you can also foster.
Yes, we have 5 dogs in foster care right now, one of them being a 200-pound Great Dane.
Wow.
Think about fostering that.
A small pony. They're so
pony.
Pretty. They're so cute. A gentle giant.
He is, yes. He is a gentle giant.
Yes. So come out to Tractor Supply Saturday. This coming Saturday. We'll be set up there next to the building in the parking lot. And I'm sure you'll be bringing some cute, sweet, lovable dogs for adoption.
They're all cute, sweet, lovable. Some of them have a lot of energy, though.
They do. They do. Yeah. The Tractor Supply has been really good to us.
They have. Yes.
About allowing us to have adoption events there. So that's great. So we do appreciate Matt.
Yes.
And the crew there for allowing us to come. And then next week we should be able to announce the next 2 or
right.
It'd be the next 3 Saturdays.
Right.
In October. So with October being Adopt a Shelter Dog Month, are there any special what adoption rates going on in the month of October?
Well, in August, we did the Clear the Shelter with the $20 adoption fee. And so we've kept that through. So we'll go ahead and keep that through the month of August. Month of October as well.
That is wonderful. That's wonderful.
With that adoption fee, it's $20 for your best friend. I was thinking the other day driving to work, who... Yeah, I don't mean to get religious, but who loves you more than God? Who loves you? Well, not more than God, but probably as much. Not more, but probably as much as God.
We know the answer to that, right?
Right.
It's your dog.
It's your
and
dog.
You know what? Dog is God spelled backwards.
Oh, that's true.
That is true.
That is true.
So that I had a note in my car. Apparently I was at a red light or something. I scribbled that down. I didn't want to forget that. And it's,
pretty cool.
it's just,
Yeah, that's neat.
Because who else loves you unconditionally like God?
Exactly.
Your dogs are
Absolutely.
always happy to see you.
Yes.
They just always, they know your mood and they're
They
sensitive
pet you
to that.
if you
and-
don't feel good.
Right.
They pet you. It's yes. Dogs.
I'm just trying to think of the two little ladies that live in my office. Although I did have to kick one out, just for a short period of time, because she was barking at everything went by and that shrill bark in my ear. But
Is that Phoenix?
yes, my sweet Phoenix. But she gave me the side eye when she saw me when she was back in the general. What do they say? And when you're in prison, you're in the gin pop.
Yeah.
She does not like
She
being in
doesn't
gin
like
pop.
it back there.
No.
Yeah.
I was talking to that sheriff yesterday. We were just had a little meeting, and I was talking about how one morning I woke up and I was like, I thought to myself, I don't want to go to work. And then I thought, well, it's not that I don't want to go to work. I just don't want to get up, And then I thought about Edna. You know how when you let her out in the morning, if you let her down at the dog park, how when she sees you come walking back up, it's like I don't know. It just warms your heart because she is so excited to see you and she runs around and she's ancient. Sometimes I call her Grandma Cranky Pants. But that in the mornings when I see her, that's what I told the sheriff. I said, I couldn't not go.
Right.
Because I knew I was the one walking Edna, And
we really we don't have Edna on this list because she has not been at the shelter as long as this group. But since we're talking about Edna, she's a senior dog. She's very sweet. She was adopted. She got adopted. But Edna had to come back to the shelter within a couple of days, pretty quick, because they lived too close to the highway, and Edna, we found out, couldn't hear very well.
Right.
She's beginning to lose her hearing.
I thought she was just ignoring me.
Well, she probably is ignoring you, Ginger. But the man that adopted her, that's so kind of him, really, to bring her back. He did not want her to get run over because she was not able to hear a car.
Right. He loved her.
Yes.
And then I think we talked about that again. So he went through a few, and then he found an adopted sweetie.
Yeah.
So
and so everything's all good now, except Edna
is still at the shelter.
And she needs a loving home. She really needs a home.
And probably somebody that has a fence and maybe puppies, but no adult dogs.
She likes to be the only dog. I fostered her temporarily for a few months, but she likes to be the only dog. Yeah. But now she loves to roll in the grass. When you take her first out, she'll just roll and roll and roll. Yeah. She's so happy and free.
And wants you to scratch her belly. Yeah, she got all excited when I was scratching her belly.
And she loves to play with toys to be the age she is.
Oh my gosh. She carries that toy with her.
Toys. And I know it's hard to tell how old Edna is, but you kind of think she's
somewhere 10, 12.
10 to 12. She's 10 or 12?
That's what Dr. Brown thought, 10
really?
to
12. And she runs out there.
But she doesn't look that age.
No, and she has so much, not too much energy, but she's still energetic to be
when she gets out in the play yard, I was trying to sneak up on her the other day. I guess she couldn't hear me, so I guess she just smelled me. But
yeah.
Out at the shelter, you can kind of go down that hill and go through the woods. Mm-hmm. So I was trying to sneak up on her because I was hoping she was going to be at the far end of play yard over there, so she'd come running at me because I just loved to see her. But oh no, she was like,
she probably did smell you.
And I was like, I know you didn't hear me. Mm-hmm. And she's looking at me, she goes, well, you stinky.
Well, let's
we can move on from Edna.
Yes.
So we have back here, and Sherry's going to help me, and you can, I don't know if you can.
I can see them a little bit.
So there is cycling through here, and I'll pause it there on Norbit. So Norbit has been with us, again, 2 years at least. Look how cute he is. He's adorable. He walks well on a leash. Mm-hmm. He has, excuse me, had roommates before that he got along with really well. But look at that smile. And you know what? I can look through here. I'm probably never going to find him in our book, even though if it is in alphabetical order, to tell you, oh, there he is. He is about 4 years old, but he's been with us for at least 2.
Yes.
So he needs to go someplace. He needs out.
He needs out.
He's adorable.
He is. He's a very, very sweet dog.
And he does walk well on a leash, doesn't he?
He does pretty good. He is pretty good.
And I think he is probably close to being housebroken as well. I don't remember seeing too many messes with him. Excuse me. It's all right. Let's see who's next. Oops. Okay, here we go. It'll go in a second. Well, maybe I didn't know how to do this. Well, there we go. And this is Daphne. She's been there as well for the 2 years. All these dogs that we're showing, I'm not going to say they've been there for 2 years because they've been there for 2 years.
Okay.
Oh, and we're going fast. I didn't stop it on Daphne, so let's see.
So hit pause and talk about Daphne.
Well,
it's still going. Well, we'll come back to Daphne.
Okay, we'll come back to Daphne.
So hit pause and we'll talk about Sailor.
I did hit pause.
Okay.
But it just takes a second. It doesn't just.
The next time we do this, we'll know how to do it.
Are you trying to say I don't know how? It's a good thing we're friends.
It is a good thing.
Anyway, so Sailor is so sweet. He likes other dogs, plays well.
Mm-hmm, he does.
Sometimes he gets a little skittish. When I walk him, I don't know if it's because other people walk him mostly or not. We've had him on a lot of adoption events. Look at that face.
I know. He is so cute. And he walks well on a leash. And we took him to a market day one day, an adoption event.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And he was just so good. He just laid there. And...
Well, we took him to David Crockett State Park, too, I believe, didn't we, Ginger?
I think we did, yeah.
I'm pretty sure we did. And he did very well that day, too. And there were a lot of people there.
And he is about 5 years old, about 40 pounds. So he's not huge. Mm-hmm. So 40 pounds to me is... medium.
He's not really tall.
No, he's not. He's kind of
short.
Yeah, he's sort of short and stocky.
But he's a perfect size.
Yeah, he really is. You know, again, I think I said this last week, but it's getting to be wintertime. And my feet get so cold at night. You need something at the bottom of the bed.
Yeah.
To keep your feet warm.
He would be great.
That's all I'm saying.
Well, and just the markings that he has. He's just so sweet, so cute.
I don't know who named him Sailor. That was before my time. I probably would have named him Patch.
Okay.
So it takes just...
It takes a second.
Yeah. Okay, and this is Shortcake. And she is short. She really is. And she's adorable. You know, I think I've only gotten 1 or 2 really good pictures of her. She's one of those dogs that you really have to see in person.
You do.
I think, to appreciate. This is a cute picture. She loves toys. Mm-hmm. This is when she was living in my office with me for a while. I should say the office. It's not really my office. It's kind of everybody's office, but... she went through heartworm treatment last year. I think Folka helped us pay for that, raised some money and helped us pay for that. But she's free and clear now, and she's sweet. She is a little selective on who she likes to play with, but for the most part, she's pretty good. If you bring your dog up there, up to the shelter and meet her, and she's not big. I mean, she's obviously a shepherd mix, but she only weighs about 40 pounds. I would say probably no more than 40 at best. And so
now she'll even bring toys back to you too. Sometimes she's selective about when she wants to
she wants to retrieve.
Right. She's very playful.
All right, so it takes a second.
That's right, it does. So yeah.
All right, so this is Tyrone. And look at that face.
Now he's small too, isn't he?
He's tall, but he's not real heavy. I think he probably weighs probably about 40 pounds.
Yeah, he's probably
Don't you think
he's probably
about
medium
40?
size, but yeah.
Other than the Great Dane, everything you have weighs 40 pounds.
Well, you know what?
I'm serious.
Well, we have a lot.
We have a lot.
Most of them are medium size.
Yeah, just medium size.
You know what? 35 according to this, but he probably needs to be weighed again. He might have gained a few pounds, so he's 40. But yeah, we have a lot of dogs between like the I would say 35 to maybe 45. A few over the 45, but we hardly have any under.
No,
under 30 pounds. We have just a couple that have come in recently.
Buzz, the little terrier.
So Tyrone gets along well with dogs and people.
I think so, yeah.
He does.
And this is Brady. Did it pause? And Brady is a little over 2 years old, I believe. He came in with his brother Dax, and they were both there for a long time. And then Dax got adopted about 6 or 7 months ago, and Brady's there. He plays well with other dogs that are his size, I think. And he's one of those that's probably 50-ish, 55 pounds, and he could probably gain a few pounds. We were talking earlier that the dogs at the shelter, either they get chubby or they're on the lean side because they just burn off a lot of nervous energy. Right. But he's a sweetie.
Sometimes they're all legs.
Exactly. I think, yeah. So this is Buddy. Buddy is still up for adoption. Obviously, he's been there for a while. He plays well with others as well.
He does.
Tammy, who just got adopted earlier this week or last week, gets along well with Buddy, and there's some that she doesn't get along well with. So is our Buddy asleep? So, and, we are not going to stay open late on Fridays anymore because it's getting dark at about 6:30-ish or so. But we will continue the Black Dog Fridays, which Buddy obviously is. And the Black Dogs are free for their adoptions on Fridays.
That's great. I'm glad to hear that you're continuing that.
Yeah, we have adopted out a lot of really sweet black dogs. And this is Betsy. And I think she's probably about 4. She's got a little gray on her. I believe, have you walked Betsy much?
I have several times, yeah.
And she's one of those that's probably she's probably the 35-pound range.
I think so. And she's a pretty good walker.
And does she get along well with other dogs, or do you know?
I really don't know.
Okay. Most of our dogs do.
Yeah.
And if they don't, we know it real quick.
Yes.
Real quick.
I believe she's been out with several of the dogs, like Pierre and several.
Oh, yeah.
others.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Darwin and
Yeah.
they're all good kids. And this is Perdita. She is in there with her sister Pongo, and they came in as puppies before my time. They are I don't know how old they were when they came to us, but they really weren't socialized well. Mm-hmm. And that's one of the things that we have a little bit more time to socialize puppies. But we've had, as you heard earlier, we've had a lot of puppies come in. But we really need volunteers to come out and play with our puppies, because otherwise what happens is then you get adult dogs like Pongo and Perdita that are not socialized, and they like to go outside for a walk, but they're scared.
Oh yeah, they're scared of everything.
They're little. I think sometimes I've walked them a few times, and once you get out with them, they kind of enjoy the walk, but they're still really kind of apprehensive about everything around them. And it's just, I think that somewhere, I wasn't there, so I'm not blaming anybody, but we just need to pay more attention to our puppies. It's, I don't just go, oh, somebody come play with puppies. Like back in the summer, I would put on, we're going to be here. We have puppies to play with, and families would come out and play with our puppies. And that was like the best thing ever.
Definitely.
You didn't even tell by her little face. She wasn't even happy about having that picture
she
taken
just looks a little scared.
And this is, let me pause it. That is, so many of them look alike, but I think that is not Norman. Oh my gosh, I have totally
Isaac. No, not Isaac.
Oh,
is it on your list?
It's let me look at my list. I have just gone totally blank. Oh, I think that is Betsy. I think that's Betsy. So she had a roommate for a while, and they got along really well. And then the roommate decided she didn't like Betsy, but Betsy still gets along with other dogs. One of the things we've been able to figure out at the shelter too is that for the dogs inside the building, we don't have any that have two dogs to a kennel anymore. If dogs came in together, we try to put them next to kennels so they can still see each other, but we don't like having them in the kennels together for a ton of reasons.
Reasons, right.
But space. But she is really sweet and loving, and would love to go home with somebody. She's been there way too long.
She's a pretty dog.
She is, yes. So make sure you come to. Oh, and here is Arabella.
That's the strangest picture.
I know.
Well, she looks wild there.
Well, it looks like those were my shoes, and I'm telling you, she was.
I'm not talking about your picture talents, Ginger, but
let me tell you. No, it's okay. True confessions here, or a plea for help. So it is not easy to take pictures of the dogs at the shelter. For one, when you get them out, they want to go. They want to run. My tongue was probably hanging out too when I took that picture. But it's the outtakes. Some of the pictures I have gotten some decent pictures, but the outtakes, one day I'm just going to put all the outtakes together and just roll it. Just let it roll. I mean, some of them are the funniest things.
Kind of like the bloopers.
Exactly. But anyway, she is, again, a Black Dog Friday. They're free. And they're not free because we don't love them. They're free because we have so many of them. But
we want to take down the barrier. If the adoption fee is a barrier for you,
right? We don't want that. I know there have been some people that would come out on a Friday, and I would say, the Black Dog adoptions are free. They're like, oh, well, show me all your Black Dogs. But with that adoption, we have. Just because it's free doesn't mean you don't get everything. Typically, we give you a collar and a leash. They're up to date on shots, except for their rabies. If they're not already spayed or neutered, we have them spayed or neutered, and they're microchipped. So you get your new best friend, something that's going to love you almost as much as God does, for free with all that, and there you go. Why is she still there?
I know.
She should not be there.
No, she should not. That's a great deal.
Mm-hmm.
It is a great deal.
Now, when you take them to have them spayed or neutered prior to adoption, because I know you do that as well.
Yeah.
Do they give them a rabies shot right then, or do you wait until they're adopted and the owner does that?
Okay, so they get their rabies shot then.
Yeah.
I would prefer that we wait until they're adopted, but it doesn't always work out that way.
Okay.
For us. The reason I want them to get the rabies shot when they're adopted is then that's the only extra fee that anybody has to pay. Mm-hmm. But then the rabies tag is registered in the new owner's name.
Yes, and that's important because you can find an owner of a dog by the rabies tag number. Correct. By calling the health department, the Lawrence County Health Department or the state health department.
I've looked it up through
on the website?
On a website from the health department. Yeah, I just put rabies, how to find rabies tags or something like that, and it popped up. And we found a couple of homes we traced back through the rabies tag. So if you get your dogs vaccinated for rabies, which is the law, put the tag on them.
Yes, put the tag on the collar and the collar on the dog.
Exactly. And you know what? If you don't have a tag or you didn't get your dog their rabies shot, I'm not going to tell on you, but write their name on the collar or your phone number. Get a lighter color, like a red collar or a green collar or something, and you can take that Sharpie and just write your number on there. There's a guarantee that if your dog gets out and it doesn't leave its collar in your backyard, that your dog will find its way home because somebody's going to call you.
Yes.
Right? Instead of calling the police department non-emergency number for stray or abandoned dogs. So that's a great way to get back. Oh, I didn't even talk about her. This is Kim. Yes, and this is Kim, and she is now at about 5 years old. We named her after the police lady who brought her in. Hey, and by the way.
Does she know that?
Yes, she does, because she was right there when I was like, what are we going to name her? And she said, I don't know. And I looked at her and I said, Kim. So there you go. So we named her Kim. She's been with us for a while. And and look at her. She's sweet, loving, likes to go for walks. If everybody needs a walking buddy. Mm-hmm. Nobody needs to not have a walking buddy. So come and get Kim. Did it hit?
Her ears are so cute. They stand up, but they fold over too. Mm-hmm. So cute.
One of my dog's ears went
and that one too.
Now, I believe this is Benny, which is a girl, not a boy, right. Which I know the difference, but I didn't look. I just thought Benny was Benny, right? So, and see how many black dogs. It just goes to show you that people overlook the black dogs. And it's because you can't see the expression in their face. And when I take the photos, you have to be, and this isn't, again, anybody out there that's a photographer that wants to help us, feel free. Call 931-244-0265, because as you can tell, I need lots of help. And it's just, she's cute, loving, sweet. I think she likes to sit in your lap, doesn't she?
I don't think she has with me, but she may have with some of the other ones. But I did walk her just the other day, and she walks really well, and she's real sweet. She liked to roll in the grass, too.
Oh, I forgot to. All right, and this is Clara. She's so cute. But I do believe that she is kind of dog selected, isn't she?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I thought. But so if you don't have a dog, or if you have one that you might want to try out, just bring it. We have the 2 dog parks that's open to the public. And people are bringing their dogs out there more and more, not to meet ours, but to have their dogs some time to play. I know some people who live in apartments come out there, and so their dogs can just, run and play.
She's got beautiful markings too.
She does. She's really, really pretty. There we go. I guess I have to get my
arm up
high enough. Now, and this is Daphne. She was one when I first got to the shelter that was a lot like Pongo and Perdita, wasn't socialized well. And I think, Sherry, didn't you work with her for a while when you first started volunteering?
She's still a little timid, but she has come out of her shell a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she's not so
still,
back.
Yeah, she's still a little timid and shy.
Yeah, but she is really sweet. And again, I mean, now she has a great expression on her face, and her ears are up.
I know.
And that was probably the 50th picture that we took that day to get her.
Well, it's very hard to take pictures by yourself. It almost takes two people. Then it still takes a while because somebody has to hold it, and it's while you.
Yeah, and sometimes I've had 3 people out there, and you still can't get a good picture.
I have tried to take pictures of dogs I've walked, and it's impossible. I finally just give up. Yeah.
It's not easy. It's not for the weak of heart.
Yeah.
For sure. And Darwin, he's been there for a long time. He came in with Newton and Isaac and there's another one. I think Arabella might have been part of that group as well, part of that litter, but it was before my time. But look at that. Look at his face. He's so cute. And he plays well. And so does his brother Isaac with other dogs. So again, they're adorable. And
So
we
really,
love all of them. So
yes, you do. And I know you do. Most of these dogs are 2 years plus.
right.
It's really sad
That they've been at the shelter.
Yes, it's really sad. They just need someone. They just need a family.
They don't need to grow old.
No.
Like me in the shelter.
In the shelter. No.
No.
We love them, but we really want them to go to somebody else's home. They need to sleep in a nice, warm, comfy bed.
It's very stressful on them staying confined. And,
there's Forrest.
And look at Forrest. I mean, look at him.
He's another one that's been there so long.
That's a good picture of him, but not a good picture of him because it's not real close up. But he's very handsome.
he is.
And he Sherry, he gets along with others as well, doesn't he?
Does. Yeah, he does.
We don't know how they do with cats or anything, but we have some cats out running in the woods by us that we have to catch and have snipped. But this one, Conrad didn't pay any attention when the cat walked by him. He was curious.
Right.
Yeah.
But I thought I was holding on for dear life because I thought I was going to go sliding across that concrete. But he was really good. And, and Forrest is not a black dog.
No, he's not.
So, and here's the thing. If you like to wear black clothes all the time, get a black dog. If you like to wear lighter colored clothes, get a light colored dog. I think I used to wear a lot of black clothes. And my dogs were kind of like black and white. So I was in trouble. But now they're everywhere, so it doesn't really matter what I wear. My dog does not match. But if you
I thought you were talking about the dog hair showing up on your clothes.
I am. That's it. Because
that
if you
is
wear
what you're talking about.
Yeah, so if you wear a lot of black clothes, get a black dog because the dog hair is not going to show up.
Yeah.
There's no telling what I'm going to throw out there to talk about.
I know.
All right. So
Hercules.
What can we say about Hercules? I'll let you talk, Sherry. You talk about Hercules. Because I've got my own opinions of Hercules.
He is very active, has a lot of energy, and he just loves for you. Of course, all of them love to get out of their kennels, and go for a walk, and you just ought to see the look on their faces when they see you come with a leash. It's like, pick me. All of them want to go, and they were so happy, and when you get them out. But now Hercules, he hates to go back, and of course they all hate to go back in their kennels, but he does not like to go back in that kennel. It is very hard to get him back in. I have to get treats and things and try to, and then he still tries to. He slips by me a lot of times and gets out, but he's very sweet and very loving dog, and he just wants somebody to love him and take him home with him. And
the thing about him is he looks like he's old.
He does. He looks like an older dog.
He looks like an old dog, but he is only like right at 3 years old.
I know, he's young.
But, and he's...
Is it his facial expression or?
It's just...
I think it's his coloring kind of.
Is that, and it's, and he's whiter around the face.
Right.
Now...
and that always makes him look older.
Mm-hmm. And he's just scruffy. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to go ahead and say that we have some people who call him JY for junkyard dog.
Because he does have a scruffy look to him.
He does. He's not mean.
No, not mean at all. No.
But, let me tell you, if he doesn't want to go back in that kennel, he's going to do everything.
He's fast.
And he is fast. And there for a while, he used to do that only to the women. It was kind of like he had our number. To get him to go in, we had to give him a treat. But when James was working out there, nope. James could just open the thing and he would just go right in. Walk right in. But he had the rest of us because...
He gives us a hard time.
Yeah, because I would a lot of times when I'm putting them in, I'll take I'll have cookies and put them in there just easier. So I probably started that last year sometime, and now we love him. And, he just wants to get out. Oh, so last Friday night, we were at the final Friday at New Moon. I always want to say Blue Moon, but at New Moon on the square, Becky had invited us to come up there and bring some puppies. Well, I was so impressed because those puppies were just so tired and everything. Well, I found out Saturday morning that they put Hercules out there with the puppies, and he wore them out.
He did.
So if you have a puppy at home, a younger dog that needs some energy run out of it, Hercules is your man.
Oh.
And but we don't know so much. He is also housebroken.
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah,
he is. Yeah,
that's amazing. Mm-hmm. You have a lot of dogs that are housebroken.
We do, and it is kind of amazing because he has been at the shelter for at least 2 years. So who housebroke him? He housebroke himself.
Right. I get. There's a smart dog.
Yep. Mm-hmm. All right. So this is Hershey, and her ears are usually standing up. Her ears stand up? Really cute kid. I think she might be. Is she dog selective too, Sherry? I think a little bit.
She plays with several.
Does she play with
Charlotte and several other ones?
Yeah. Oh, that's right. She has been out with Charlotte.
And a few others.
But she's been there. And hey, she is the color of a chocolate Hershey bar.
Mm-hmm.
Her name is color.
Yeah, she's beautiful. Mm-hmm. We have so many beautiful dogs out at the shelter and handsome. I mean, just come out and look because we have them. And, we have a book that I have in my lap so I can check to see how old the dogs are. But, and we have color pictures in here and they're on Pet Finder as well. Mm-hmm. Just put in
on your Facebook
our Facebook page and put the Lawrenceburg zip code in and they'll pop up all those dogs. So here's Isaac, brother to Darwin. Like I said, I could pretty much say the same thing. They get along with other dogs. Mm-hmm. They love to play with each other. So if you're looking for two, here you go.
Two brothers.
Yep. I think they have both been neutered, but if not, we'll have them neutered after you adopt them. So they're just great. And they are kind of what I would call a low rider. They're kind of husky, but they're really not that tall.
No.
Not at all.
And that makes them a medium-sized dog.
I would say they're medium. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, to me, it would be like medium to small. Mm-hmm. All right. Here's a knucklehead. This is Jimbo. You've got a smile on your face. You want to talk about Jimbo?
Oh, I love Jimbo. He is a sweetheart. I love to take him for walks, and he loves to. He gets along with other dogs too.
Does he?
Mm-hmm. That's good.
He reminds me of one of my dogs that was kind of that color, and just sweet and loving.
Is it Brindle?
He's Brindle, yeah.
Brindle.
Mm-hmm. He's
So you have all colors, all shapes, all sizes, all hair lengths,
lots of different ages.
all
From
ages.
puppies to senior dogs.
I mean, you've got whatever we're looking for, to pretty much.
You know, I'm just going to change the word to the song. What is it? God loves all the little children in the world, as all the little dogs in the world, red and yellow, black and white.
Yes.
They are precious.
I actually sing that song to the dogs sometimes when I'm walking.
Oh, I love that.
And here we are to Conrad, who is being the bestest boy
He
down there.
I mean, he's just, right.
They must have let him run and play this afternoon.
Well, maybe you wore him out. We wore him out, yeah, because they did take him. Adriana took him for a long walk before they gave him a bath and spruced him up for us. But again, he's about 3 years old, been at the shelter for too long, gets along with other dogs, rides well on the car, wants to ride shotgun. He's neutered. He's ready to go.
And he's very well socialized because, he's not afraid of the lights, the mics. Charlotte
didn't have any problems walking in the building.
No, he's very.
I had to help him
calm.
in my car, but there were a lot of other distractions going on at the shelter when I put him in there. But I think if he can ride shotgun, he's doing pretty well.
Yeah.
Or if you have a barrier up so he can't crawl into the front seat with you.
So anybody that's got a pickup truck that needs a dog, Conrad's your man.
Exactly.
Because he would love to sit in the front seat with you.
He sure would. And he will if there's not a barrier. Okay, now we talked about Darwin earlier. So have we
gone through all the puppy dogs?
I think we have gone through all the puppy dogs.
Well, let's see if the next one. Let's look one more time.
Okay, let's make sure.
Let that one go. We want to make sure we give them all their airtime.
Exactly. Yep, because we're back to Mercedes.
Yes.
Did we talk? Yeah, because we talked about Mercedes before. I think
I don't
maybe
think
not.
you talked about Mercedes.
Well, you know what?
Maybe Darwin is on there
Norman.
twice.
I don't think you talked about
No,
Mercedes or
Norman. No,
Norman.
I think. I don't know how I missed. Oh, you know what? Because when I hit it at first, it went. Okay, so this is Norman, and he is a sweetheart. Does not ride well in a car, though.
No.
I think
He gets a little car sick.
He does.
He gets nervous or gets a little car sick. He could get over that, but
I had a dog. I gave her some. If I had to take her to the vet or something, I would just give her some Benadryl about an hour or so before, so it would get in her system. It would calm her down, and we didn't have any issues.
But now we have had Norman at several adoption events.
Well, we have.
And he's very well mannered.
He is, likes other dogs.
Yeah, I mean he's beautiful. His coat is beautiful. It's got a little bobtail, right?
He does have a little
bobtail.
Yep.
We don't know why Norman hasn't been adopted.
I don't know either because he's such a sweetheart. I love to walk Norman.
He's a great dog. I don't know.
And he is actually like a dark brown instead of a black.
Instead of a black?
Yeah,
there's a
he's
lot of
more
brown.
of a dark brown.
Yeah.
Okay.
But for Black Dog Friday, we'll say he's black.
Absolutely.
So come get Norman. And I think that's what I did is I hit the same ones earlier and it went by fast because we didn't talk about Mercedes before.
Right.
So we'll see. Yeah, because we started
with Norman.
Yeah,
So we do need to talk about
Mercedes.
Let it roll. We do need to talk about Mercedes. Can you make it go fast? I don't know that you can.
I don't think I can.
You probably have to
just
let it roll.
Yeah, it can just go.
But go ahead and talk about Mercedes.
So Mercedes she's beautiful.
She's a pretty dog.
She's real pretty. She sits, the picture that we went right past. I mean, she sits real pretty. Her ears, she's very attentive and looking. Her ears go straight up. She is probably a little bit of a bully breed mix. She is also selective about dogs. So if you don't have any other dogs and you're looking for one, Mercedes would be your girl. But she's not crazy about other dogs, but she likes to go on walks. She loves. She doesn't. How does she walk? I can't remember now.
I haven't walked her a whole lot, but I think the times I have, I think she does pretty good.
Yeah,
she doesn't tug and pull, and
a lot of times we get our shoulders jerked out of place, and I don't remember her being one of those.
I don't think so.
Actually, I don't. because since they've been getting out so much now, I don't think many of them have gotten.
So when you get to Mercedes, stop it. And
I think actually we are out of time.
We are out of time.
So
can you
thank
believe
our
we're out of
sponsors
time?
again.
So yes, thank you all for being here in Lawrenceburg Eye Care, Hearing Services of Middle Tennessee, and Story and Lee Furniture. See you next week.
That went by fast.
3 women talking, of course. We can